See you on my timeline, girl. I can tell she need the limelight. I can tell she love the spotlight. Oh, and I know you got a man there. Oh.
Okay, so we're just gonna jump straight into this tutorial. The dye I use is the Dark and Lovely Midnight Blue from like Fade Resist. This is the best dye for me, to be honest. So going in, I just brushed out my closure. I originally sprayed some Got To Be on the lace just so I didn't stain it. And then in the box you get like a color developer, and then you get, I don't know what to call it, the actual color. And what you have to do is empty into the bottle and then shake. Just shake, 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 and then you have your solution. Like, you don't have to measure nothing out. It's really simple, really easy. So even though I sprayed Got To Be on my lace, I still try not to get the dye on the lace just in case of anything. So I still try and wear it pretty neat. So my application method is quite simple. I just put the dye like probably an inch before the nuts, like the roots, and then I'll brush it down. So I just apply it like an inch away from the actual lace, and then I'll use the brush to kind of work it up so that I'm not going too close. And then I'll take a rat tail comb and then brush it through just so that it's getting through all the strands. And yeah, like I just work in sections all the way through until I've covered the whole of the closure. And it's really important, you want to make sure you don't get the dye way too close to the roots, because then it can leak through. So it's best to put it like an inch away and then use the brush to kind of work it upwards. And then once I saturated like the roots, I went in and I used the rest of the dye on the ends. So I really focused mainly on getting the roots. So from Sunber Hair, I got about 3 bundles of 20-inch body wave hair. So for each bundle, I used one dye. So with this, I have no method. I just tried to make sure the whole of the hair was saturated. So that meant I would literally make sure the top literally had as much dye as I could, and then I went and opened up the bundles and just brushed it all through. I think the best way to just make sure your colour is even is just saturate it. Like at this point, we just want to make sure it's all jet black, so you don't have to worry about how you're applying it or anything. Just make sure every single strand has some dye on it. Rat tail combs are good to use because it kind of distributes the product and makes sure every strand has some dye on it. So yeah, I just went in with the one bottle and made sure all of the bundle had some dye in it, and as long as it looked saturated, I was happy. So I just moved on and coloured the second bundle. I did the exact same thing. Like I just opened up a new packet of dye and applied the dye to the bundle. So I left the dye on for about an hour. I should have left it on for half an hour, but I got distracted and left it on for an hour. So as you can see, that's the bundles, and you can see on the closure, like we didn't get no dye on the lace. The lace and the knots are safe. And then I just rinsed it out as well with the moisturizing conditioner that comes in the packet. I left the conditioner on, I would say about like maybe 20 minutes, and then I just let it sit in like a tub. So because the lace on the Sunber hair was like a nice shade of brown, it wasn't exactly transparent, but it just so happened that the brown that it was matched my complexion. So I just kind of glueless this a little bit in a way, so I didn't really have to add glue to the front. I just added glue to the sides of the wig. So I'm just using my Got2b. This isn't Ghost Bond or Bold Hold. I know I'm applying it like it is, but I just couldn't bother to get my hands messy. But yeah, I'm just applying some Got2b to my head and then blow drying that down. Most of the time I do blow dry on cool, but sometimes I like to blast heat. Like sometimes I feel like just blow drying on cool doesn't actually melt the lace how I need it to melt. So I'll probably like blast it a little bit with a bit of heat. And this is a 6x6 closure, guys, so I'm just showing you how versatile it is. Like you could part it anywhere, and when you're parting it as well, you're getting a good amount of parting space. You a bad girl and your friends bad too. Oh, you got the swag, saucy drip swag. Go. Oh. I may be young, but I'm ready to give you all my love. I told my girls you can get it. Don't slow it down, just let it go. So in love, I'll give it all away. Just don't tell nobody tomorrow. So tonight, I'll do it every way. Because I can tell the morning light. 'Cause we like to party. Your touch is driving me crazy. I can't explain the way I feel. Tap down with the radio out and the night belongs to us. Just crazy. I can't explain the way I feel. Tap down with the radio out and the night belongs to us. Just hold me close, don't let me go. So in love, I don't care what they say. Yeah, I really like it. Like I used the fattest wand attachment in the whole of this, like the set. It was a set from Amazon. They don't actually sell it anymore, but you can literally just choose like a 5-piece set off Amazon, and this is what you'll get. The lengths I got was three 20-inch bundles and a 18-inch 6x6 closure. It's not transparent lace, but the lace did come a beautiful shade of brown. It wasn't like too dark, wasn't too light, and it melted perfectly. I've had hair from Sunber Hair before. I've had a 4x4 closure from them from when like I first started doing YouTube, like way back. The quality has improved. Like their hair was nice before. The hair is definitely something special now. Like The hair is so nice and so soft, even me leaving the dye on for so long. You guys can probably tell as well, I do have a stocking cap on underneath, but it's literally only all the way on because I had a wig on previously and I just left the stocking cap on. Couldn't be bothered to take it off, it was still down. You can put a stocking cap on, but you can just leave it like there where the closure is, or you can sew it down wherever you're going to put your closure. But yeah, I just left my stocking cap on. It's not for any particular reason why I left it on, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe,